Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Claire and you are watching another episode of my cake chemistry series, the one where I talk all about the science behind baking. If you're enjoying these videos so far, please do remember to give them a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of the latest updates from me. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in the future, please do pop them in the comments below or come and say hello to me over on Instagram. If we want to be a great baker, we need to have an understanding of the different types of sugar available and the advantages of each one. Today I'm going to be talking particularly about dry crystalline sugars. There are of course many sugars available in syrup form, but I will cover those in a future video. Perhaps I'll do a part 2 or something. Now I don't have all the sugars here to show you today since I don't always buy them all in. However, I am going to talk through the 7 main types that are commonly used. The first is Castor sugar. This is probably the most well-known sugar, particularly for baking. It is purified from sugarcane or sugar beets and it's what we would call a white refined sugar. It's ideal for baking as the crystal particle size is very small, so it dissolves easily, giving a light and fluffy texture in cakes. There is also golden castor sugar available now, which has been slightly less refined and still contains a little bit of molasses, giving it its golden colour and a slight caramel taste. Here is some vanilla castor sugar that I have in here. As you can see, it's very white. I mostly use this for syrups and stuff on cakes. I also have a massive bag of castor sugar over there, which I won't show you because it's too heavy for me to pick up. Next up we have granulated sugar. This is similar to castor except that the crystal particle size is slightly larger. We can use it in baking, however castor is more preferable, so it's better used for sprinkling on cakes and biscuits, etc., or for dissolving into hot drinks if you want to take sugar in your tea. There are of course even coarser crystals available which don't dissolve very easily, so they are perfect for, again, sprinkling on cakes, biscuits, pastries, to give a little bit of sparkle and an extra crunch. Thirdly, we have icing sugar, also known as powdered or confectioner's sugar, depending on where you are in the world. It is a very fine sugar that has been pulverized from sucrose crystals into a powder. Because it is so fine and white, it's perfect for use in icings and buttercream. Even in the presence of a very small amount of moisture, it will begin to dissolve. The fourth one is light brown sugar. This is a partially refined sugar that contains around 3.5% molasses. It has a light brown colour as we would expect and a kind of caramel toffee flavour. It is more soft and sticky and tends to clump together easily, particularly if there's any moisture present. This is why it's really important to keep it in an airtight container. Here is some that I have. As you can see, even if I shake it about, it's not moving because it's just clumping together. But I love using this sugar in baking, and it's best used for baked goods that you want like that extra colour or flavour. I love using it in my chocolate chip cookies, for example, and I will link a recipe to those below. The fifth one is dark brown sugar. This is similar to light brown except that it has a darker colour and contains more molasses, around 6.5%, so basically double. Again, quite soft and sticky. Here is mine, it clumps together in the same way. We'll just compare with the light brown so you can see the colour difference. It has that kind of like toffee flavour, almost treacle-like, and it's best used in products such as a rich fruit cake or gingerbread. Sugar number 6 is muscovado. Sounds interesting. This is the darkest and richest tasting sugar of them all. I don't think I have any in right now. I'll just have a look. Oh no, wait! Okay, well I have molasses, which is very similar. It's virtually the same thing. So it's a natural, unrefined cane sugar. As you can see, it's very dark and clumps together because it's so moist. I'll just compare it now to the dark brown sugar. I mean, it's virtually black, isn't it? This, well, it contains more minerals and antioxidants because it is a natural sugar, and actually the word muscovado comes from the Spanish word for unrefined. It's a little fact of the day for you. Again, it is best used in the very rich fruit cakes, gingerbread, or like rich chocolate cakes and desserts. It's not something we would use in our everyday baking. And finally, we have Demerara sugar. Again, this is a brown sugar, but it has a slightly larger crystal particle size, similar to that of granulated sugar actually. It's not so much used for baking, but rather for decorative purposes, so sprinkling on cakes, biscuits, pastries, etc. for that added crunch and a little bit of sparkle. It's also very popular in the UK for adding to hot drinks such as coffee and tea, and also for sprinkling on cereal, and we do love a little bit of cereal here in the UK. So those are the main types of sugar that we commonly use in the kitchen, particularly when it comes to baking. Let me know which is your favourite to use. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful, and I will see you again this time next week. Bye guys.